Okay, we're here with Mr. Hollis Winston, the new mayor, the first African-American mayor from Brooklyn Park. And this is election night. And Hollis, tell us about this election.
You know the story. In 2021, we ran in a special election, low voter turnout. We lost by 2 votes out of 7,000, and we had to run it back this year.
2 out of 7,000.
2 out of 7,000. But my wife and my son and my daughters were all involved in this. My campaign manager, Hassan Muhammad, was instrumental. Shidi Wako and so many people helped me in this campaign. So we were able to pull it off, but it was really a village effort. Everybody kind of came together and was able to push us through this time. And when we had full turnout, we had a different outcome, right? So it's a blessing, man. But it's been something we've been working at for a while.
Most people would have gave up, lost by 2 votes. I quit. I'm done. What gave you the energy to come back strong?
I don't know. Maybe the fact that Huntington Place and some of these places in our community that are really dealing with these issues, right? They don't really have anybody to speak up and fight for them, right? And I know my family comes from humble beginnings and they dealt with that. So I think that really motivated me to come back to be able to fight on behalf of people that can't always do it themselves, right? Or maybe they just need a little bit more of a push.
And on a night where Mr. Elliott lost out of Brooklyn Center and you won, I don't know what happened with his race, but you garnered not only the African-American vote, but the African vote, which is very unique. How'd you do that?
Well, I think that's what excites me about Brooklyn Park, right, is the ability for us to heal, right? Because, sometimes there's a divide between our community, African heritage community, but in Brooklyn Park, increasingly we're saying we're one community. And my campaign manager, he set me up for this. We went to a fundraising event with a Liberian group called Focus. I want to give a shout out to Focus. And he basically said, hey, what happens when someone comes back to the village, right? He said, and they said, we welcome them with open arms. We hug them, right? He said, what happens when they go the wrong way? We chastise them. What happens when they succeed? We congratulate them, right? So increasingly, our community, African community, is seeing ourselves as one, and we're saying, they're saying we're going to welcome our African-American brothers and sisters back because many people have seen us as separate, and they're starting to say, no, we are one, right? So
you're a bridge builder.
So we're working to build bridges, but when I look at my campaign, right, it wasn't just African-Americans. It was Somali, Liberian, people from Gambian, Sierra Leone, Oromo community, Hmong community, white community. We had so many people from so many different places. So when we talk about building those bridges, it's not something I just speak about. I actually put it on my campaign, which keeps me honest, right? I got to hear all these different voices. So, well, we got a lot of diversity in Brooklyn Park, right? So we have to bring it together, and that's been part of the struggle of the city. But we are starting to conquer that and get on top of that, right? To kind of get to the Brooklyn Park that we need to get to. So I'm very proud of the people that have just been involved in this campaign.
Mayor Winston. That's a beautiful thing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.